Welcome to the University of Scranton, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Michelle Maldonado, and I am Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs here at the university. This is a very exciting day for the university, and I think I speak for all of us that we're thrilled at this turnout. And we're so excited to share with you the details about a new building project for the university and the greater Scranton community. To tell you more, it is now my pleasure to introduce Reverend Joseph Marina of the Society of Jesus, President of the University of Scranton.
Thank you very much, Michelle. And let me echo Michelle's words at this great turnout that we see here today, standing room only. Very nice to see. Thank you very much. And of course, a special welcome to Congressman Cartwright, our good friend, and to other distinguished guests who are here with us today. I am absolutely delighted to announce our plans for this new Center for Workforce Development, Applied Research, and Outreach. A 4-story, state-of-the-art building that's going to be constructed directly across the street behind you on the 300 block of Madison Avenue. Our building is going to be roughly 80,000 square feet, and this new facility has been thoughtfully designed to engage the community in ways that up until now have really not been possible, including new avenues for collaboration with manufacturing, with healthcare, with government, with K-12 education and higher education, and various other economic sectors. We're extremely excited about it. The only thing at this point that gives us pause is that our building is still, unfortunately, nameless at the moment. And so if you happen to have your checkbook with you today, all it takes is a meager 8-figure gift to put your name on our new structure. Our project is really, on a more serious note, another testament to the University of Scranton's pivotal role in workforce development, as we've done for some time, as a Catholic and Jesuit university. One that is steadfastly committed to serving the people in our community in Northeast Pennsylvania and in points beyond. As such, this facility is going to house some of our most innovative programs in academic departments like psychology, cybercrime, and cybersecurity. The new addition is also going to support the development of non-traditional programs and outreach to the city and to the region. And on top of all of that, it will address critical needs for our Small Business Development Center, which you'll hear about in a moment, and will provide students with a central location for health and wellness services. And of course, we are going to save some space. We're going to reserve some space in the building for future growth of new programs that are currently on the drawing board and will come to reality in the months and years ahead. Our project would not have been possible without the support and the dear friendship of Congressman Matt Cartwright. Matt, it's really because of your good work, of your dedication to the university, which has been steadfast, that we were able to secure a grant of more than $16 million from the National Institute for Standards and Technology. You are a great friend to the university. We cannot thank you enough for your wonderful efforts. Can you please help me to recognize you? I'm going to turn it over to the congressman now, but before I do, perhaps he can help me and our provost to do the unveiling. Drum roll, please.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Congressman Matt Cartwright, United States Representative of our 8th Congressional District of Pennsylvania.
Well, thank you, Michelle, and thank you for the kind words, Father Marina. And thanks to all who have assembled here today for this happy occasion, this exciting time. It's a pleasure to be here. I wore my purple tie. I don't know if you noticed. I don't get a lot of use out of it, so get some wear out of it today. And I don't mind telling you that since announcing this 16-some-odd $1 million grant from the federal government, it has come to my attention that there are other institutions of higher learning in my district who are metza about Scranton getting this. I chalk it up to, Ignatian envy. But seriously, this has been a thrill. I'm not going to bore you with the bureaucratic details of how we went about securing this money in Washington, but there was no blood spilled, I promise, and we got it done. I will say that when the University of Scranton first approached me with this proposal, I was happy to be an advocate for its completion from the very beginning. It's an exciting thing. The location interested me too, because, for about 10 years I was in a law firm that was occupied by the Elm Park United Methodist Church. We were in their parsonage building that they were kind enough to rent out to us, and of course Father Panushka was in, once a quarter having lunch with my father-in-law, Bob Munley, and he always had a measuring instrument with him. Father Panushka did. So, and we parked right on the site of this new building. And it was the parking lot where they gave us, and it was right next to the funeral home there. And how heartened I was to learn that there will not be a school of mortuary science in this new building. No, not far from that. On campus, this facility will serve as a nexus for campus-wide outreach, research, and service by engaging academic departments and programs from all three of the university's colleges and schools. The facility will also benefit countless communities throughout northeastern Pennsylvania by enhancing current and new outreach efforts in regional business, manufacturing, health, science, technology, engineering, and math, and cybersecurity. And I firmly believe that everything we can do to promote STEM education, we need to be doing. This grant, by the way, comes from the Department of Commerce. That's part of the Commerce, Justice, and Science Subcommittee Bill of Appropriations that I'm the top Democrat on at this point. And it puts me in a position to help out in this fashion when the opportunity arises. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention that part of Commerce, Justice, and Science, it's not just Commerce, it's not just the Department of Justice, but it's all the federal effort in science is included in that bill. And so we fund the entire National Science Foundation, which includes grants for so many of the important works that academics do. It also includes the entire space program. The entirety of NASA is funded in my bill. And people say, well, why would you spend $25 billion a year on NASA, to find out if Jupiter has an extra moon we don't know about? I mean, what's the point of that? Couldn't that money be used better elsewhere? And the answer is no. It could. This is really well spent money, because you see these kids with these probably the ugliest T-shirts ever made by human hand, the NASA T-shirts. But they're 13 years old. They don't have great, sartorial taste at that point in their lives, but they are inspired by the NASA mission, by space travel. They are inspired by that to go into science, technology, engineering, and math. And that's part of what we're going to be doing here in this new building. Because to me, it's not about It's not about being out in your backyard with a telescope when you're 13 years old. I did that, by the way. No, it's about generating wealth in this country. It's how we've always done it, generating new wealth. It's by innovation. It's by scientific and technological breakthroughs. You think about, you look at the Fortune 500 list of corporations in this country, the ones at the top of the list weren't around 2 generations ago. The biggest, wealthiest corporations, you know, they're the ones that come up with new ideas, scientific and tech breakthroughs. And that's the way wealth has been created in this country, and that we need to keep that train going, because otherwise we're going to be fighting over ever diminishing slices of pies. No, we want to keep that innovation going. And what is innovation? We're talking about the brainchildren of young people who were inspired to go into science, technology, engineering, and math. And so that's so much a part of what this new building will have going on inside of it. I couldn't be happier. I am thrilled to be here today to make this incredibly happy announcement. And I congratulate you and the best of wishes to Father Marina and all of you, and I can't wait till the shovels go into the ground. Thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you so much, Congressman Cartwright, for your vision and support of this project. So as we share our plans today, we understand and respect that those are pending the needed approvals through the city. However, we wanted to share a few specifics, and I think we're going to do a little unveiling of floor plans that folks can look at after while you mingle. So among the key features of the new building are lab, classroom, office, and meeting space for 2 academic departments here at the university, the Psychology Department and the Department of Criminal Justice, Cybersecurity, and Sociology. At the same time, we are designing the space to facilitate and encourage interdisciplinary opportunities across all colleges. A key feature of the building will be a 10,000 square foot makerspace innovation hub on the first floor. We are still building on the considerable consultation we have already done to determine how best to design, equip, and structure this space. Based on what we have seen at other colleges, we expect it to be a centerpiece for collaborations with faculty and students, and also the broader community. We are also anticipating partnerships with regional business, manufacturing, and healthcare. And really, what we envision in this project is that it is a dynamic resource for the campus and greater Scranton community. The building will improve space for important current outreach efforts, the University of Scranton Small Business Development Center and the University of Success program. It will also enable us to consolidate and improve facilities for student health services and the Center for Health, Education, and Wellness. Once the building is completed, its expanded classrooms will enable us to add much-needed laboratory space to the Loyola Science Center. At this time, I would like to introduce the director of the University of Scranton Small Business Development Center, Lisa Hall-Zielinski. Lisa?
Thank you so much. The University of Scranton Small Business Development Center, or SBDC, I will quiz you on the way out that you get that right. We provide educational programs and no-cost confidential consulting to entrepreneurs looking to either start a business or grow a business in 8 counties in northeastern and northern tier Pennsylvania. So we have quite a wide reach here. And we're part of the KNU School of Management. We've offered many types of programs throughout the years. The university has hosted us. They were one of the first to sign on to host SBDCs in the nation. Back in 1980, I was not here at that point, but the SBDC has been here since then. And we've offered lots of different types of programs. Initiatives related to women's entrepreneurship, digital marketing, small business internships, farming. Those are just to name a few, so we do quite a lot of things. But this this facility, being able to be located here, will provide additional space for us to offer these existing programs, but then to do some innovative programs as well. The central location on campus will help us increase our visibility, even internally, to engage more faculty and students with what we do. And students are a big part of what we do. For example, they help through our Women's Entrepreneurship Center, providing guidance and information and support to lower income women who are looking to start a small business or looking to see if that's even an option. I have to wave to Ariana in the back because one of our interns is back there. So they're a key part of what we do. But this new building will offer us a hybrid space, a classroom that has hybrid technology, so we can offer these programs to this target market, to all of our clients, but to this target market especially, because sometimes the women we serve struggle with transportation issues or childcare challenges and things like that. So this will be access to really great technology so we can reach people, either bring them to campus or reach them where they are, and that's really important to us. It also, I get very excited about this because it encourages future collaboration that we haven't even really touched yet. And one of those examples would be with cybersecurity. So increasing cybersecurity education for small businesses is a huge priority for us at the SBDC, aligning with our Small Business Administration directives. And so co-locating with that program, I think, will give us a lot of opportunity to do some very unique things, collaborating with faculty and students as we look to get this education out to the small business community. To sum it up, we are very excited to be part of this project, this new building, which is going to bring so many opportunities truly to develop our future workforce and to impact our small business community. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Before I introduce our last speaker, I want to acknowledge some special guests who are with us today. Lackawanna County Commissioner Matt McGloin, and also John Blake from the Congressman's office. Thank you for joining us today. At this time, I want to introduce my colleague, Ed Steinmetz, Senior Vice President for Finance and Administration. Ed?
Thank you, Michelle. Good morning, everyone. So I have the pleasure of talking about some of the milestone dates and timelines related to the project. And again, these are all pending the various approvals from the city and county and state. But the new building is set to begin the construction for it this spring. The foundation and excavation work will begin in mid-February, weather permitting. And then we will move to the structural steel construction, which should begin in mid-June. The building will be fully enclosed by December of this year, so we can then work on the inside work. Construction will then continue through to the expected completion in the summer of 2025, so next summer. And then we hope to take occupancy and begin use of the building for the fall 2025 semester. This building will also achieve Silver LEED status or certification for the university, which is a key part of our planning efforts around Laudato Si. So we'd like to thank a number of people who have been so intimately involved with this project. So first, I'd like to thank the team from HC Architects who are here with us today, in particular Laura Gillette Mills and Ken Ruby. Their work with us in creating the vision for this beautiful building has been amazing, and they've been very patient with us through this entire process. Also like to thank our construction manager, the Quandel firm. We have Chris Doherty here with us today, but also Mike Hogan, Chris Bertinelli, and John Kwiatkowski, who have also been very important parts of our team. We have a number of other key partners who have worked with us on the project, and they would include groups like GPI and Ruther Bowen, who have been instrumental in putting the vision together as well. It was mentioned earlier, but I also want to thank Michelle and her faculty who have really worked with us over months to come up with the final vision, as well as the folks in Student Life and SBDC who have committed a lot of time to making sure that we identify appropriately the needs for their staff in the new building. And then finally, I'd like to thank Jim Caffrey, who serves as our kind of point person from our facilities area and serves as kind of our internal project manager and coordinates our efforts with the architect and the CM. And also like to thank our staff from IT, facilities, and the finance areas who have been instrumental in pulling our plans together in what you see in the final version today. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. This concludes the announcement program. Thank you for joining us today. Please stay and enjoy refreshments. They're hidden behind that wall of people over there. There are some refreshments. And take a closer look at the floor plans and building rendering. Thank you again for joining us.